Hello.
Bye. See you. You too. I'm back.
Oh, what is this in Arabic?
Bible in Arabic.
Ah, okay. Because I used to believe in the Bible. I even read more than half of the Greek New Testament. But then I found out that the ancient canons of the Greek New Testament are all different.
Which canons?
All of them.
Which one?
All of them.
Tell me which one.
Muratorian Fragment, Sinaiticus Codex.
No, that's not. When you study the textual criticism, you will understand why.
But I did it.
Why? So what's the difference?
Different books. The Marcionite canon was didn't
You're
have.
talking about two different things. Sinaitic something, Marcionite something.
Exactly, I'm saying that those canons are different.
This cannot be put in together. That's why I'm saying. I mean, you are mixing stuff.
Yes, those are different canons. Exactly.
Canon is something. Manuscript is something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have canons and we have manuscripts, of course.
Yeah. So what's the problem with manuscripts?
If we have more canons, we also have more manuscripts, and those are
Canons,
different.
okay.
Different
Just,
ones.
Just to you understand it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the canons were put because Christianity was persecuted till the year 325. So it was they're trying to put something local for the churches to prevent some of the heresies start to appear. But the first one, the first council, Reed Council, it was Nicaea 325, because in 316, Constantine they stopped persecuting Christianity. So for 300 years, Christianity were persecuted. The first time the persecution stopped, 316. So the first official creed was the Nicene one.
Okay.
So that's why. Now, when you come and Nicene, it was mainly about the faith, Nicene faith creed. When you talk about manuscript, there is not even one book in the whole world has number of manuscripts like the New Testament.
No, I know
yeah,
that. I know.
It's 5,800 manuscripts, and the one is no one in the whole world.
No, I tell you, I agree with it. I know, but the problem is that those manuscripts are different ones. For instance, Mark 13:30, the same passage in Luke is different. The
No,
Greek
it's not
same
different.
no, I've read it in Greek.
Wait.
It is different. I know it.
Yes.
I read it in Greek.
I know Greek. I study Greek.
Do you have a Greek New Testament here?
No, unfortunately we don't have it.
I
But
can
even
show you
if-
right now.
What's the name of it? Even if you have the Greek, this is not the old Greek, because what we are printing now, it's the
I
Greek
only
of
read
this
the
day.
ancient Greek. Yeah.
Yeah, so
The
this is
coin.
totally different. That's why I'm saying ancient Greek is totally different one than the Greek you will find
Yeah,
now.
no. That's not true. I know. Okay. So, do you believe in a perfect Bible?
Yes, definitely, without any hesitation.
But which manuscript do you trust?
It doesn't matter which manuscript. I trust all. I trust the whole Bible, which is we have now. Because I'll tell you something. What's the message of the Bible? What's the main what's the main event in the Bible?
Well, it has many events.
No. What's the main event for me as a Christian?
You tell me. If it is for
It's
you.
resurrection.
Yeah. Sorry.
The death of Jesus
Okay,
and resurrection. And this is proven from the Bible and outside the Bible.
I honestly agree with you.
Yeah.
But the problem,
So-
I don't believe in a perfect Bible. That's my
I'll tell you
opinion.
something.
That's my opinion. I don't know what.
I respect your opinion, but to be
Thank
honest,
you.
no one doubt, even today, the people who do the textual
Criticism, yeah.
no one can doubt the Bible anymore. No one.
But which
People-
manuscript then?
It doesn't matter. Compare all of them. You may find some of them they don't have the part. Don't forget, I keep telling you that Christianity was persecuted. So some of them because it was used a lot, falling down. Sometimes because of copying very fast, it could be some mistake. But comparing together, we have the
The
perfect
problem,
text
the
now.
canons have different books. The Marcionite canon.
That's why I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't Christianity was persecuted. So the church in some places they didn't have all the books
Yeah.
at that time. They were
Okay.
talking about the book they have.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I agree. No, I understand. But the problem is, do you trust God or what somebody else wrote about God?
What do you mean exactly?
Because the Bible is from man, but we know nothing directly from God. So we are trusting what came from man.
This is not accurate for me because I believe that God, He was leading the writers when they are writing.
Okay.
That's what even the Bible say about itself. And the people who wrote the Bible, they were an eyewitness,
Yeah.
like John, Peter, Matthew. All of them, they were eyewitness for what happened to Jesus. So I'm taking the information from people who lived with Jesus and they saw him, they lived with him, they know him. It's not about someone writing things up after 100 or 200 years or 300 years.
But there are problems. For instance, in the Old Testament, when God says that homosexuality is a sin, incest is a sin, the problem is that Abraham himself was married to his half-sister.
Yeah.
That's a problem, because God in Exodus 20 says homosexuality is a sin, but before that, it wasn't a sin. That's a big problem.
I'll tell something. Let me put it in the...
Yeah.
First of all, when God called Abraham, Abraham was married.
Yeah.
So Abraham didn't meet God and then he did this. This kind of marriage, it was very famous in that area. So after this, God called Abraham, met Abraham, and after this, God put this because it's not okay. He put it in the law.
That's fine. I see. The problem is that Abraham spoke with God directly, but God never said even once that being married to his half-sister was wrong. He never said that, God. That's a problem.
I understand what you're saying, but we need to understand one thing, that Abraham was idol worshiper, and God was trying to introduce himself more to Abraham, because Abraham at the end he heard about God, but he never knew anything about God. And God through Abraham he trying to start a new nation.
Okay.
So it took him long time that Abraham trust God, and God wanted to teach him a lot of lessons to trust him. He brought him from Iraq all the way to Egypt, then to Jerusalem. This trip, that day, it's 3-4 years trip.
Okay, so but for the main issue is that before Exodus 20, being gay was allowed by God.
Being gay is not
He didn't
allowed.
say it before Exodus 20.
No, it wasn't allowed because it
But
was against the nature, and that's what they
No,
did.
I understand. But
Because,
before Exodus 20, God never said it was a sin.
But he punished the people of Sodom and Gomorrah
Only them.
because they are well known.
But the problem is that he punished them, but they didn't know that being gay was a sin because God gave the law to Israel in Exodus 20.
But I tell something, there was a lot of teaching orally.
It might be, but not to the whole world.
That's because
We need to put that the Bible, when he was talking about this area, when he was now definitely the Bible is not a geographic book, it's not a historic book. It's the main reason of the Bible. It's really the historical story between God and His people about salvation. So the Bible is not a historic book, it's not a geographical book, it's not a scientific book. There is one story that's trying to show how God dealing with the people about salvation. The target, the salvation of a human being.
Okay.
So this is the main issue. That's why a lot of things you may not find it in the Bible. Because, like, a small example, you will not find about Jesus Christ, his biography, all his biography. It's mentioned only when he was born to fulfill the testimony and his ministry. But the Gospels is not biography of Jesus, what Jesus did between the year 12 and 30.
Okay.
It wrote only the parts which is dealing with the salvation. So that's why the whole Bible...
But how can you be saved?
How can I?
How can you be saved? You in general, everybody.
For me, by believing in Jesus Christ, because he died on me.
Okay, so do you know Jesus through the Bible?
Yes.
Okay, but what about people in Japan, Jamaica, the ancient times? They had no Bible. You understand? That's a problem. Because God said, believe in me, but he doesn't say anything. They write a book about him, but nobody has it.
Two things left to say. First of all, the Bible said that God will not leave himself without a witness. Second, that I think in Romans it's written that the people who didn't know God will judge them according to their conscience. And
Wow. You're the first Christian who tell me, and I agree with you, because I don't think that if you lack the Bible, you go to hell. That's my opinion. I honestly still believe in God. I don't believe in a perfect book. That's my main point. I don't
respect, but
believe
let
in
me
it.
tell you one thing. And Psalm 19, it say heaven tells about glory. So if one want to see, you need to know about that there is God. It's enough to look at there is God who
Yeah,
made
yeah.
this. So this will lead you that there is the God, but it will not lead you there is the Christ. That's what we call the general proclamation, and Jesus Christ is the special one, which is through the Bible. But what I'm very sure that God will never ever be unjust with anyone.
I agree with you. Definitely agree with you. Thank you. That's the first time that I meet somebody who believes
Well, most welcome. What's your
in
name?
this. Stefano. I'm Italian. Stefano.
Italian?
Yeah.
Where?
Italian.
From where in Italy?
Lake Como.
Lake Como. Where is this?
The north, close to Switzerland.
Close to?
Switzerland or Milan.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm from
I'm moving to Italy next year.
where?
I'm moving to Turin.
Turin. Oh, okay. Where are you from?
I'm from the Lebanon, but I went to Italy last year 11 times. I worked among churches in Italy, but I was doing from Rome.
Do you speak Italian?
No,
No, man. Okay. Well, then.
So I went to Rome, I've been in Naples 2-3 times, I've been in Lamezia Terme, I've been in Catania, I've been in, Palermo. I've been a lot. I was there last month, and I'm going there next month. Next first weekend of October, we are going to baptize the 2 Muslims there.
Oh, okay. But honestly, in my opinion, believing in a perfect book is not easy. For instance,
I tell you something.
Yeah.
If it's not perfect book,
Yeah. It's
I
a
wouldn't
perfect
say,
God.
I tell something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it because I searched. If I don't trust it, I wouldn't say it.
But if you look at the if you look at the parallel passages of Mark 13:30, the Greek one is different from in Mark and Luke and Matthew.
Oh no! I'll tell you something. If you understand the story, why it's written like this, I'll tell you something.
No, the grammar is properly different. I mean, there's a big problem
It's
in
not
Mark
the,
30.
No, I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
It's not the same writer.
Yeah, but it is the same passage, the same event. Do you have a Greek in New Testament in English? In English one. So
Unfortunately, no.
Nothing in English.
English?
Yeah, in English. So I can tell you what I mean.
Hello?
Or do you have?
Hello?
Do you have any? Thanks a bunch. I mean, this passage here, surely I say to you, this generation will by no means pass away till all these things take place. We have the same passage in Matthew and Luke. I don't remember the passage. It's the same sentence translated in English, the same one. But in Greek it is different because here in Greek it has an and then there's a verb in an aorist, an aorist. And so the passage, this one in Greek, Mark 30 doesn't have an, but Matthew has it. Is Matthew? Oh no, sorry.
Bengali.
Have a good week.
But just remember the passage. When you go home, you can check it if you're interested. Just something that I told you by no chance.
Silvia wants to do this.
How many languages do you speak? I speak Hindi, Punjabi, Bengali.
We have
English, Spanish. Oh
wow.
Wow. Impressive.
Wow.
Impressive. God bless you.
Let me tell you just one more thing and then I go. For instance, when God in Exodus killed all the firstborn of Egypt, I can't believe this story, honestly. I can't believe that God killed kids. I can't believe it.
You see, if you take things out of its context.
But they're kids.
No, wait.
But they're kids.
Wait.
So there are at least 2 different versions.
When you take things out of context, it will be a big problem.
But killing a kid. Would you ever kill a kid because God ordered you? But what's the meaning of this?
But I'm just trying to tell you.
No, I don't understand the meaning of the gesture. You're doing this.
No, I'm trying to tell you. Wait.
Okay, sorry.
In Italian, it's totally different.
Sorry. This is why I was confused. Okay.
In Lebanon, when we say like this, it means just give me time to talk.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
I'm saying when because when you see like what was happening in this 10 things that happened between God of Israel,
Yeah.
God of the Bible, and the Egyptian.
Yeah.
It was challenging between gods. It wasn't that God, because for the Egyptian, that the God of the kids, it was their main God, and they
Okay.
were challenging the Egyptian. Oh, we are protected. We have this God. God gave them warning. He gave
Yeah,
the
but I mean, he
warning.
even killed kids that couldn't even speak. They were too young. All the firstborn of Egypt. So some of them were 1 year old, 6 months old. You know.
But by the way, I tell you something. I tell you something. If you are talking normally before the sin, let me confirm this.
Yeah.
Because of sin, first of all human beings under the curse of death.
I see.
If I die 20 or you die 50 or someone die 80, we are
Yeah.
not better than each other. We don't know why, but this has happened. Sometimes kids die where they are.
Yeah, that's nature. Yeah, that's a quirk of nature. Yeah.
And sometimes because of the parents, they do some of their mistakes. So God gave the chance, because if you believe for the Egyptian,
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Just a Brazilian.
Portuguese ونيجي Portuguese نعم. خد اللي تحت يا احمد دي بس مشان الستيكرز. So
Portuguese.
if the parent refuse this, there is consequences even for today. And if the Israelite didn't believe, their kids will die.
Yeah,
And
that's
if the Egyptian believe, their kids will not die. So this challenge was a huge challenge to show, because for 400 years the people were taken as a slave there, and there was something
I see,
happening.
but God killing kids, that means that God is a murderer. He killed them.
I respect what you're saying. That's how are you guys. يا هلا كيف الاخبار؟ عندي وين حضرتك؟ صومال اساسك يمني. وين اليمن؟ تعز. انا رحت زرت تعز بس ب 2005 لما كان في يمن. بلدكم حلوه. لا انا ما عرفتك يمني صراحه. هذا جزء من الانجيل.
لا ما عندك اسلاميه.
لا نحن مسيحيين.
والله مسيحي. انسان غير مسيحي.
لا بس اذا قريت هيدا مخك رح يتحرك. بس هذا اللي بدي لك اياه. هذا اللي بدي لك اياه. اذا بتقرا هيدا مخك رح يتحرك بس.
لا ابغى مثلا يقول.
So I have a question for you. Would you ever kill somebody if God tells you to do that?
I'll tell you something. We are living totally. We are not first under the law. Let me tell you. What's your name, brother?
Stefano.
Stefano. Sorry, Stefano. My name is Isa.
That's okay.
Stefano, I tell you something. What you're asking is 100% is really questions.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to defend, because at the end, this is something, it happened. But if you understand it out of the context, it will be a problem.
But what
I'll
if
tell you
all
something.
of the Jews
In 2 weeks-
simply wrote something wrong?
No.
It might have happened. We're human. We might write something
But
wrong.
why,
It happens.
why? Your question is
Yeah.
also valid.
Yeah.
But since Jesus was using the Old Testament and he didn't say it was wrong, I can trust it.
He didn't even say what was the Old Testament. He didn't
No,
say that he
because
was right. He quoted a few passages. He didn't say the whole text
No,
is
he said,
is right.
If you open Luke 24, 44, he said, if you read what's written in me, in 3 category of books, which is the whole Old Testament.
Yeah, but he didn't say that the whole book was correct.
Read 24, 44.
Can you show me right now?
No question. But it was this shock from thinking she's just like me too.
Look.
Oh, no, she's not in this area.
That's okay.
Then he said to them, this is Jesus when he appeared for the going to the moon. These are no words which I spoke to you, which I was still with you, that things must be fulfilled, which were written in the law of Moses and the prophet and the Psalms. So the Moses is talking about the 5 books
Oh, I
of Moses,
see.
and the
Psalms.
prophets, which is all the prophets, and the Psalms, which is are like Psalms, Song of Songs, and all this. These are the 3 categories. Are the all the Testament in the for the Jewish. So Jesus here making this as a reference for him.
It's not saying that the whole.
This is the whole.
No, but he doesn't say that the Old Testament, the whole book is correct.
But this is he quoting.
Yeah, but he's not saying the whole book is correct. Nobody wrote anything wrong. He's quoting the text, but he's not saying everything is right in it.
But
You understand?
But he was quoting all the time about from the Old Testament, talking about himself.
He didn't say the manuscripts are always correct.
And
Mistakes, writing mistakes could be possible for anybody.
I'll tell something. When you talk about the Old Testament is more accurate than New Testament in the writing.
So if it is more accurate, that means that the New Testament has mistakes.
No. In New Testament there is mistake in the copies, but what we know about it, no problem. But in the Old Testament, no. Make comparison between the Dead Sea Scrolls and the manuscript, the Bali.
There are mistakes everywhere.
No.
I looked at them. I looked at them.
Old Testament, no.
I looked at them. I read them. Not all of them, but
Yes.
I read them.
In the Old Testament, you need to take care sometimes because the language.
But
is
everybody
developing.
can make a mistake.
Oh, yeah,
Scribes,
this is not-
everybody.
This is
Don't
not.
make a mistake if you decide to follow Jesus.
No, the problem is not about I don't want to follow Jesus. The problem is we have to trust what somebody wrote about him.
Yeah.
I trust God, but I don't trust what somebody wrote
But
about
listen to
him.
me, a lot of people follow Jesus and they couldn't even read and write. You
Yeah,
don't
sure,
even
but-
have to know. You don't have to know all this stuff. to
One
follow
day,
Jesus.
when I die, I might find Jesus, and he might tell me what they wrote about me was wrong.
Why
You
would
trusted
wait
the
till you
book.
die? Why would you wait till you die?
No,
Find
the
Jesus.
main problem not this. When I'll be in front of Jesus, he might tell me what they wrote about me was wrong. I'm a different person.
cannot be wrong.
It might happen.
It might
I know
happen.
nothing about God directly. I can only read what someone else wrote about him, what they remembered about
You
him.
don't, I had a friend, she was completely illiterate, couldn't read or write, and she knew Jesus.
I
So you
understand.
literally
But
do
what-
not have to
sorry.
be able to read and write to
But-
come to know Jesus Christ.
But what did she know about Jesus?
She couldn't read or write, and she simply asked Jesus. She was actually in hospital. She was in isolation. She had cancer, which she died from sometime later. But in hospital,
So how did-
no, listen to me. Please listen to me.
Yeah, okay.
She had an encounter with Jesus, and she knew she had an encounter with Jesus. She couldn't read or write. So you can have as much knowledge up there. You can have all the arguments, but and I think it's good to have knowledge and understanding and have all these arguments. But it has to get from here to here. It has to get from here.
So
to
what's the
here.
point in having the
because
Bible?
My life, no. Don't answer me. Just
Have
listen,
question.
because I tell you, my faith is not just an intellectual faith and the stuff that I know and the
Okay.
stuff that I've read and all that. It's an experiential faith. I have witnessed an encounter.
But even Muslims
I
say
have-
the same
no, but I
exact
have
thing.
witnessed an encounter.
No. Muslim cannot be the same.
No, they
For one
say the same the
let me
exact
tell
thing.
you why.
They say I have an experience, I
But
feel
let me tell you
Allah.
why. Let me tell you why.
Every religion has
Let
it.
me tell you why. If you read Quran, Muhammad was mentioned 4 times.
No, I know.
Everything was written about him after 200 years.
No, I know. But the problem that Muslims say the same. I have an experience, I feel it. You know.
He cannot say I have experience because in Islam, God doesn't love the sinner. I challenge any Muslim to find you this. No one has it. I study Islam very well.
Oh no, I agree with you. There's no. The main point was not about Islam. The main point
No,
is,
no, but what-
do
what
we
you
have
say-
to trust God or a book written by man about God?
I tell you something. You will not know anything about Jesus without the Bible.
So the Bible is useless if you want to meet Jesus, right?
Say again?
The Bible, in your point of view, is useless if you want to know about Jesus.
No, you cannot know Jesus without the Bible.
Ah, okay. We cannot know Jesus without the Bible.
Yes.
So what about people in Japan at the time of Jesus? They had no Bible.
I told you, like whenever you want to know the salvation is for us. It came through the word, which was what we are doing.
So people in Japan couldn't be saved, right? Salvation is only for who has the Bible.
No. I'll tell you, no.
You just told me that.
You
told me that right now. Okay, no problem.
If you go France, they will believe in me.
In these days, when we're talking about Jesus,
Yeah.
sorry,
No, that's okay. It's okay.
So, I know Jesus through the Bible.
Okay.
Now, people who doesn't know, but the Bible tell us that Jesus will not leave himself without a witness. Now, how that God will deal with him, I think some of what he's written, as I told you before in Roman, about their conscience or something. But if they have the Bible and refuse Jesus, that's it. They choose. We don't want him. In Christianity, no one go to hell because God sent him to hell. You go to hell because you said, I don't want Jesus. This means you are saying, I want to go to hell. There is a writer called C.S. Lewis. He said, in the judgment day, there will be two groups of people. One group, they told God, let your will happen in our life. Another group, they refuse God. God will tell them, let your will happen.
Who said that?
C.S. Lewis.
C.S. Lewis.
He's a great
Okay.
writer. And,
C.S.
yeah,
Lewis.
read up for the C.S. Lewis, you will love him. If you have this kind of thinking, because he was like this.
No, but the problem is, I believe in God, that's no problem, but I know nothing directly from God. I know nothing from God.
All the Bible was written through God.
This is what people say. God never said that.
And how
This is
you-
what people say.
But that's what God said in the
There's one
Bible.
of
But someone wrote that God said in the Bible.
What way you want it?
Nothing. I don't know. I don't know. God is mute. He's not saying anything.
No. God's not mute.
God's saying anything to me.
God's still
God is not
communicating
saying
with people
anything.
till now.
He's not saying anything to me.
He's still, just give me one minute. Sorry. There is another box. There should be four.
Yeah, shoot. Another box. 3, 4. Yeah, it should be there. Here is it.
Okay.
Okay, thanhanks for your time. See you another
Stefan.
time.
Sorry. Thank you, sorry for
Do you have a page where I can write to internet, your Facebook
I can
page?
give you my number.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, next 2 weeks I'm not here because I will be
No,
traveling.
that's
and
okay.
very
But I'm
much.
here only for a few days. I'm go back in
I
Italy.
may meet
I
in
live in
Italy.
Italy. Thank you. If you're in Lake Como, you see me at the ferry station because I work there.
Thank you so much.
Bye bye. Thanks a bunch.